What up, this is Asher Roth. Some like to say I'm the Larry Bird of hip hop, but it is what it is. You are watching and listening to my man, Anthony, on joyengine.com. Peace.
That party last night was awfully crazy. I wish we taped it. I danced my ass off and had this one girl completely naked. Drink my
All right, so I'm sitting here with my man Asher Roth. Welcome back to Boulder, man.
Man, thank you for having me back, man. Very happy to be here, man. Very happy to be here.
I know you've been, doing a lot of spot dates.
Yeah.
How's the response been from the people about your music?
It's been great, man. I mean, the first time was East Lansing, Michigan State, opened up for Lupe.
Right.
We walk out on stage. It was the first time that people started going buck, hooting and hollering before the music even started. And that's when I was like, it's working. You know what I mean? And that experience was like really crazy for me, man.
Now, I know it's great to get a lot of love from the fans, but
Absolutely.
I've been seeing you're getting a lot of love from your peers. I see Beanie Siegel praising you.
He's on Perfectionist. He gets on the track, actually.
No doubt.
Beanie's on the record.
I just
215 Philadelphia, yes, baby.
Gotta hold that down.
Exactly.
I just recently talked with DJ Drama last week.
Yeah.
He just said so many good things about you.
He's a homie, man. He's a homie. And I think what really attributes the whole that is that, like, just being genuine, man. If you're genuine and you're sincere in what you do, people can appreciate that. Like, obviously with what I'm doing in my project, I'm not making anything up, you know what I mean? It's very much, this is who I am. If you don't like it, that's cool, just go over there, you know what I mean? If you want to hate, just go hate over there. But very much so, people are like, look, this kid is just being him, and you have to appreciate that whether you like it or you don't, you know what I mean?
I think that's exactly one thing he said, that you are doing you.
Exactly.
Now, hey, you kind of came up out of obscurity, man. Like,
really did, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Out of nowhere.
Now everybody knows about you, record deal, Double XL.
Yeah.
I mean, it's got to be a humbling experience for you, man.
It is, man. I mean, what's really, it's a journey, to say the least, and it's been fun to see, because, like, even, you know, I Love College, the success of I Love College is cool, and I completely understand why it's doing what it is, but I'm very much, you know, an artist in respects of, I don't want that to be it. I don't want to be like, oh, I Love College worked, peace, you know what I mean? Like, I really have a lot more to say. I Love College is just pretty much getting a bunch of people in one and pointing out my demographic. It's like, all right, all you guys, you're going to come with me. You know what I mean? So that's really all that did. So for me, man, it's been very much a journey. It's good to wake up every morning and not know what's gonna happen. You know what I mean? That to me is fun. It's better than digging a ditch. I'm just like, I'm happy that I'm doing something that I love. But in the same respect, man, whenever you mix music and business, it's always that tug and pull. You gotta compromise. It's kind of ugly at times, but if you can kind of, I mean, you see it all the time. B.O.B. started to kind of have, Kid Cudi just on his blog was like, yo, the pressures of this is really wild. That stuff is very, very real, people. You need to understand that, like, the blog comments and stuff and all this and that, all the buzz, it's like, it's crazy, you know?
Because that's not filtered.
No, not at all. The internet was, like, set up to, like, so you can anonymously slander people, you know what I mean? And, like, people run with it, man. They run with it.
Now, you talk about those pressures, man. Double XL. I mean, as far as, you know, your genre of music, that's as big as you can get as far as getting a cover.
And it's the most respected right now, too, you know what I mean?
Now,
So,
when you got on that cover with 9 other great MCs, man, who were definitely all doing their thing, did you feel that pressure you were talking about?
Not at all. I mean, the coolest thing for me, I think with the pressure mainly, if you let it affect you, it's going to affect the music. It's absolutely going to affect the music. The music's going to feel manufactured, and your listeners are going to know that they're in your ear. It's like, for instance, if somebody comes at you and then you open the door to that negative energy, everybody's gonna jump on that thing. So it's the same thing with the pressure. If you let it affect you, it's gonna, when it rains, it pours, man. So it's all on there. So with the XXL cover, you just gotta kind of take it in stride. It's like, oh, cool, I'm on a cover. They're taking pictures. You know what I mean? It's really nothing new. What it really did for me though was get on a level playing field with everybody on that cover. I sat down, we sat in a semicircle, we rolled up a J, we got a 6-pack of beer, and we spoke like human beings, and we're all like, oh, word, we're all on the same tip. We're all trying to be progressive. We're all trying to make music that's very pure to us. Because, you know, for the past 10 years, which, you know, with the Amili freestyle came from and everything, was very much listening to a bunch of people talk about what they have. And for me, it was just like, man, I don't relate to this, you know what I mean? I'm not into listening to what other people have. I much would rather listen to music on a humanistic level, I relate to that. I feel that. And that's why I feel like my project is probably taking off in respect. It's very relatable. You know what I mean?
Which, you know, your verse on Change gonna come.
You know what I mean?
Definitely.
We've been pompous ever since Columbus couldn't work a compass. You know what I mean?
There it is.
It's true, man. And I think that what I'm trying to do here and what really keeps me in the game is one, being able to perform for the kids, man, is honestly a beautiful thing. The door is just open, but these kids come out and support day in and day out. We were just in Lake Havasu. Sound was awful. The stage was awful. But what kept me, they were like, yo, you can leave right now. We wouldn't even be mad at you. And I was like, I'm staying because these kids have been here since 6 o'clock and they want to see Asher Roth perform. I'm not leaving, you know what I mean? And I shredded my voice. I ended up getting super sick from the show, but that's what really keeps me in doing what I'm doing, and not to mention the message, man. Like, I'm not here to talk about, oh, I'm the greatest that ever can, you know what I mean? That's up for you guys to talk about. I'm not here to make that decision. I'm here to be who I am and deliver the message of just be yourself, have fun. You're only here for who knows how long. Tomorrow isn't guaranteed. All this could be gone for me tomorrow. So it's just like, yo, come in, enjoy the time that I have on this earth and be useful with my time. So I just hope people pick up on that and don't realize I didn't come here to be like, oh, let's get money. You know what I mean? Of course, financial freedom in a capitalistic country is a beautiful, beautiful thing.
I think that will come with the creativity.
Exactly, man.
You're going to get that.
And the Lark on my go-kart joint dropped yesterday. And I was talking, they were like, oh, you know, rappers nowadays are resourceful. They're going to jack your shit. And I was like, homie, stop being resourceful. Be creative. Yes. You know what I mean? Make some new stuff up. And I saw a great quote on one of my homegirls' walls. It was just like, great minds, it's Eleanor Roosevelt. Great minds talk about ideas. Average minds talk about events. Simple minds talk about people. You know what I mean? And I'm trying to be a great mind in the sense of I want to be creative. I want to come up with ideas. I want to come up with new stuff. So when people start biting my shit, I'm gonna take it over here and be like, all right, you know, okay, I see. So that's something that keeps it fun and fresh for me, man.
And I think I see that a lot with the people on the XXL. Yeah. That cover, you guys are absolutely very progressive. And
absolutely.
I feel that new wave of music.
And it's exciting for the fans, man. And I'm a fan first, and I think that's actually really helped me in creating my music because I understand kind of what the fans want to hear. Right. Being a fan, you know what I mean? I'm like, damn, I want to hear this. And that's really what kind of got me into it, was the point where I was like, yo, no one else is doing this, so I'm gonna do it. You know what I mean? So shout out to obviously everybody on the from Blue to Mickey Fax to Charles Hamilton to B.O.B. to Kid Cudi to everybody. Keep your head up. Just keep doing what you do. We are here for you, honestly. Like, the fans got your back. Look at them, man. They will come support you day in and day out. Just continue to do what you do.
Absolutely. Hey, one thing from get-go, you have a great team around you, man.
Absolutely.
Just from your managers, everybody I've met just today.
Absolutely.
One thing, you know, I think, you know, sometimes talent can go overseas. You need people behind you. How important is that? You're on SRC, you got your man Rifkin and Scooter Braun that's really pushing you, man.
You can't even put it into words, man. It is the most important thing. If I had to talk to people about, yo, what do I do to get into the industry or whatever, get a good team behind you, because everybody's gonna be there for you when you're hot. Everybody wants to talk to you. Everybody wants to be there. Everyone wants to be at the shows when you're hot. But when you're not hot, who's gonna be there for you? And I'm telling you, you can count it on one hand, and the other people is just your family. And I'm blessed to come from a very, very strong supporting family, and not to mention a core group of people, like you said, my management, Scooter, Steve, my homies Brain and the band, who just believe in me regardless. Even when there will absolutely be a time, mark my words, there will be a time when I have cooled off and no one gives a shit about Asher Roth, but they want what's going on with Asher, is something gonna happen, rah, 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 and I'll be in a state of turmoil. And those people are going to be there for me, and everybody will have moved on to the next hot thing. And then because of that strong support system, I will come back. You know what I mean? I will be back. So I'm telling you, you have to have a strong team, man. You can't say enough about it.
So right now, man, you kind of got the college anthem, man.
Right.
It's definitely, it's so funny because an old roommate of mine, this girl, Facebooked me. He's like, look at this song. This was like our life.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? And that's the thing, relatable.
How was your college experience, man?
It was exactly that, man. That song is very autobiographical. I mean, like I said, if I would have been in college for the full 4 years, I'm sure I Love College would have turned into I Hate College. I don't want to be here anymore. You know what I mean? But exactly. If you're a 4-year, 5-year, super duper senior, you get to the point where like, get me the hell out of here. But I was there for 2 years. I got like 60 credits under my belt, and it was a lot of dicking around. You know what I mean? A lot of just like partying, a lot of having fun, and you know, having a GPA just so I didn't get kicked out of school and everything. And right when I was getting to the point where I was like, yo man, I need to start taking school seriously, otherwise I am gonna get kicked out or I'm just not gonna do well, that's when the whole opportunity came. And I was in a fortunate enough position where I was like, yo, I can leave and I can chase this dream, and if worst case scenario, I can come back to school. So, I mean, a lot of people can't say that, but I was very, very fortunate to be in a position where I could leave school, and if worst case, I could come back.
Now, the album about to drop next month.
Asleep in the Bread Out, man. It's about a less than a month away. 32 days. 420. Yeah. First CD. I don't know ever, but it's absolutely the only CD dropping on a Monday, man.
Okay. Yeah, it is. It's
dropping on a Monday.
So that's special, right
there. I don't have any competition. I mean, there will be CDs dropping on Tuesday, and I'm sure, obviously, whatever. But nobody else is coming out on a Monday. I don't even know, man. That's the benefits to being on a major where Universal really helped to make that happen. Shout out to Xavier. X is my man. He was the one that hit me with the good news. He was like, homie, you will be out on 420.
What can we expect from that album?
Man, you can expect music, 1. You can expect honesty, 2. And you can expect, honestly, anthems, man. Like, at Olive College, I mean, the label hates when I say this, but it's probably the worst song in the CD. But you're going to step away from it. You're going to be like, wow, I just felt something. I don't know what. Let me listen to it again, you know what I mean? So we're gonna do some album stuff for you guys tonight. They might be a little bummed out because they want to hear that mixtape stuff and the stuff that they're familiar with, but I've got to promote the album. You know what I mean? So 420, Asleep in the Bread Out, when it comes out, it's definitely going to be an album that they're gonna feel an album. Shout out to my man Oren Yoel, because as much as it is it's a debut of myself, it's also a debut of Oren, who produced 9 of the 12 records. And we created an album. It's just not a compilation of songs, man. I didn't go buy it. It's not purchased. It was very much created. Slept on the floor, slept on a couch while I was creating it, and recorded some of the songs in a bedroom closet. Like, to me, that's really creating music, you know?
Right. Asher, man, it's just been a joy to talk to you.
Man, thank you, man. Thank you, man. I hope you guys enjoy the show tonight. We're going to have a blast right here tonight. Tell them where we are.
We're in Boulder, Colorado at the Fox Theater, one of the greatest places to play a show. And you're playing tonight on a stage at
Fox Theater, man. Check it out. They already piling in. It's super early. What up, fans? How we feeling down there? We good? I told you, man. They come out. They come and support, man. So we're gonna have some fun. It's way bigger than I Love College, but like you said, they just said I love college. You know what I mean? So, you know, we're bringing people together on a common interest of loving something, and that it's celebratory, it's an anthem, but there's plenty more to come. Watch out, Asher Roth, Asleep in the Bread Out, 420, the only CD dropping on a Monday, so you have nothing to do on 420 except roll up and cop the album. So, Anthony, thank you, man. Peace to you guys, man. Thank you very much. Peace to you guys, everybody watching.
Peace. See you soon.